But Potiphar had a master plan. Her master plan will put Joseph in an impossible situation. Remember, he was sold into slavery by his brothers. That's number one. Number two, he was thrown in prison, into jail. Because of his physical appearance, built and handsome, the wife of the king seduced Joseph. But Joseph, by the power of the Holy Spirit, was able to not find himself in a compromising situation. He did not sleep with the wife of the king. As a result, Joseph was framed by Potiphar. You see, verse 13, when she saw that he had left his cloak in her hand and had run out of the house, she called the household servants. Look, she said to them, this Hebrew has been brought to us to make sport of us. He came in here to sleep with me, but I screamed. When he heard me scream for help, he left his cloak beside me and ran out of the house. So Joseph was in an impossible situation. But you will see as time goes on, the God of possibility turned things around for Joseph. His brothers sold him because of jealousy and hate. In Egypt, where he was, the king's wife, Potiphar, lied against him. His condition of impossibility even deepens more. Now, he was put in jail, right? Now, let's look at another reference of an impossible situation that God turned to possibility. I'm going to refer you to Exodus chapter 13. Now, this is the area where the Israelites were in bondage of slavery in Egypt under King Pharaoh for 430 years. See, before this time, when God promised Abraham that his generation will be as just on numbers as the sand of the sea, he told Abraham that his descendants will be in slavery for 400 years. But for some reason, the Israelites in bondage of slavery were in Egypt for 430 years. But when the Lord heard their crying and weeping and prayers, he sent Moses at the age 80 to go to Pharaoh and tell him, Pharaoh, let my people go. But we are going to discover that the situations of the Israelites, even after they were led out of slavery into the desert, they were faced with an impossible situation. The Israelites were faced with an impossible situation. The God of the universe, who has the master plan, changed the impossibility to possible situation. Let me read. I'm going to refer you to Genesis chapter 14. It says, verse 1, Then the Lord said to Moses, Tell the Israelites to turn back and encamp near Hariroth, between Midgol and the sea. They are to encamp by the sea, directly opposite Baal Zephon. Pharaoh will think the Israelites are wandering around the land in confusion, hemmed in the desert, and I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and he will pursue them, but I will gain glory for myself through Pharaoh and all his armies, and the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord. See, Moses led the Israelites out of bondage through the desert, but something happened. They were going to cross the Red Sea. They were in an impossible situation. Number one, how would they cross the Red Sea? Number two, they were faced with the armies and chariots of King Pharaoh. They were pursuing the Israelites. Because they looked back and saw what the Egyptians coming. They knew they were in an impossible situation. But as I told you, the God of possibility, the master of the universe, the God that has of the plan, was about to change an impossible situation to a possible situation. See, in verse 7, this is Exodus chapter 14, verse 7. He took 600 of the best chariots, along with all the other chariots of Egypt, with officers over all of them. The Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, so that he pursued the Israelites, who were marching out boldly. Verse 9. The Egyptians, all Pharaoh's horses and chariots, horsemen and troops, pursued the Israelites and overtook them as they camped by the sea near Hariroth, opposite Baal Zephon. But something, oh Lord, something was about to happen. The God of the universe, the master planner, was about to do something. He was about to turn an impossible situation to possibility for the Israelites. So this is verse 13. Exodus 14, verse 13. Now, Moses answered the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you, You need only